In coming era, the most powerful leaders won't be the smartest, the fastest, or even the most experienced. They will be the ones who understand themselves the deepest. Because inner mastery, not hustle, has quietly become the new competitive advantage. And you are not doing the inner work, you are competing with the nervous system that is already tired. Stay with me. This might shift the way you see leadership forever. So, a few years ago, when I was running my startup, I thought leadership was about strategy, speed, and performance. So, I pushed harder than everyone around me. But inside, I was breaking. I wasn't sleeping. I was irritated all the time. I reacted fast. I was constantly on edge. Small mistakes felt huge. Delegation felt risky. Even silence felt unsafe. And in every one of those moments, the same pattern showed up. First, I tried to control every small detail. Second, I tried to prove myself. For that, I overworked. So if a plan suddenly changed, my chest tightened. And if someone criticized me, my mind spiraled. If something didn't go exactly my way, I felt that I was losing control. I kept telling myself that I need more discipline, I need to push myself more. But what I actually needed was inner mastery, was inner work, because it was not the work that was breaking me. It was the emotional weight which I was carrying silently inside myself and my leadership journey. So, we are entering a new era of leadership, an era where emotional intelligence is not optional, it is survival. Because the world is moving so fast for leaders who don't feel safe inside. Stress level is higher, responsibilities are heavier, and our teams expect psychological safety and calm leadership. But most leaders are exhausted, overwhelmed, and trying to hold everything together on the outside while battling old triggers and old fears inside. So you can't afford to lead from unaligned inner patterns anymore. It makes you too slow, it is too chaotic and too draining. So inner mastery is becoming the strategic advantage no one talked about until now. So look at the high performing leaders today. They wake up tired. They react faster than they want to. They overthink simple decisions. They micromanage to feel in control. They feel heavy before the day even starts. They carry everyone's emotions except their own. And people around them say, "You are doing great," but inside they feel disconnected from themselves. So this is not poor leadership. This is leadership without inner mastery. And leadership without inner mastery can't scale. So most leaders think that inner work makes them soft, that it slows them down, makes them less competitive. But here is the real truth. Leaders who avoid inner work are actually the slowest leaders because their emotions hijack decisions, their fears tightens communication, their self doubt delays clarity, their old patterns sabotage opportunities, their nervous system burns energy too fast. So, inner mastery doesn't make you soft, it removes the internal friction, slowing you down. So, inner mastery is not therapy. Inner mastery is not weakness. It is not about fixing yourself. It is about aligning your inner world so your leadership flows without resistance. It comes naturally. You don't have to perform leadership. You become a leader who is aligned with their inner self. It is about learning to regulate your nervous system, respond instead of react, trust instead of control, lead from clarity instead of fear, delegate without guilt, make decisions make decisions without spiraling, stay steady even when things change. Inner mastery is all about clarity, efficiency, and strategy. It is about power. It is the new competitive edge because it removes the internal chaos, draining 80% of your energy. So think of your leadership like a high performance car. You can upgrade the engine, add features, polish the exterior, but if the alignment is off, the car drags. It slows down. It burns too much fuel. So no matter how powerful it is, it never reaches its full speed. So inner mastery is alignment, not decoration, not emotion. It is alignment, and alignment makes everything smoother, faster, and lighter. So I know that inner mastery is competitive edge because it changed me first. As I told during my startup days, even the small mistakes would tighten my chest, and I became very anxious and very stressed. I overperformed to prove myself, and I took decisions which were not for my company's benefit but to show myself. Right. So I looked strong on the outside, but inside I was exhausted, reactive, carrying emotional weight, which has nothing to do with actual work. And when I finally worked through the parts of me that didn't feel safe, I transformed completely. I become very clear. My decisions, my presence, my leadership, everything changed. So I become better not by pushing myself, but by aligning myself. And it happened all of my clients who became a better leader, not because they pushed, but because they became safe inside. So imagine this is you. There is a version of you and you wake up calm. Silence feels peaceful to you. Your team feels safe around you. Your presence carries quiet authority. You make decisions without doubting yourself. You trust people without over controlling them. You handle mistakes without spiraling. You, your works feel meaningful, not mechanical. Leadership feels light, not heavy. So, this is what inner mastery does. You don't just lead better, you become better. Not through pressure, but through alignment. So, if you take this one step today, notice one emotional pattern you keep repeating and ask yourself, what fear is this protecting inside me? Maybe it is a fear of losing control. Maybe it is a fear of being judged. Maybe it is the fear of not being enough. Maybe it is the fear that everything will fall apart if you slow down. And that one question will give you more leadership clarity than any tool, planner, or technique ever will. So, if you want help building the inner mastery that your leadership is quietly craving, send me the word mastery. So, inner mastery is not soft, it is strength, it is strategy, it is the advantage that will define the leaders of next decade. Thank you.